Okay, here with Sam from Georgia Tech softball. How's offseason been going overall for the team?
I think this has been a really cool offseason in the sense that we've done a lot of really important team building. Obviously your basic preparation of like practicing, preparing physically, everything that we can possibly do from the weight room to on and off the field. But I think the mental preparation is a big thing for us this year, especially because, predominantly our team is fairly young, I guess. And I think something that's really, really cool is that our team, because we're young, we have a lot of fire. We have a lot of really positive, really intense energy, really positive love of the game that's fresh and it's new and it's exciting. But, a big component of that is like really training that mentally. And so I think that's been a really fun part of this off season, just because anything and everything that we can possibly do to be stronger as a team, be more connected, be just like a force to be reckoned with in every aspect is like, I think the focus of this off season that has made it different from the rest, just because we've done everything that we could possibly do. So I'm really excited. All had to be said, I'm very excited.
Good. You mentioned being as upperclassmen with a younger team. How does that help, or how do you have to help the younger players just adjust to the college game, prepare for a season?
Something that I think is really special about this team, and I say special intentionally because, we have a young team, but I learned so much from the new girls. I learned so much from these freshmen, and I don't believe that when I look at them on the field, I don't see a young player. They're very mature, and they all have strengths that I think are really admirable from an upperclassman perspective, just because I'm going to use Katie Cruz as an example. She's come into this program, and she's really laid back, and she's pretty quiet. And, as an athlete, you don't always think that that's something that you want to have, but she's so consistent, and she's so even-keeled all the time. You can't phase her, and so I think for me, I learn from her every day because I watch her and I grow with her and I grow from her. And so I think from an upperclassman, I think it's really more about me learning from them than them learning from me at this point. So I think that's something that's important. But also, just sharing my experiences, anything that I've gone through that I know can help them is be an example. And I think that's a big part of servant leadership, which is one of Georgia Tech softball's biggest characteristics, is just be a servant to your teammate. So,
what did you work on the off season to improve your game overall? What did you kind of work? What did you train to improve on? Did you do any different type of training this year or anything like that?
I think this year, I already kind of talked about it, but from a softball perspective, there were things that I wanted to work on individually, but I really wanted to focus on my team. Just because this team and working from each other and working off each other, if we approach this season together and we approach this season to win for each other, there's going to be a lot that we overcome that you might not think we could overcome, and I think that's a pretty cool thing. And so for me, of course, there was physically there were some things that I wanted to accomplish, but more importantly, it was really truly practicing for my teammates every single day, and that's a mindset that you have to choose to embrace. And so there's not always days that I want to wake up and go to 6 a.m. workouts and then have a test and then show up to practice and be mentally in it for 3.5 hours. That's a long time, you know what I'm saying? So choosing every single day to be in it for the people next to me was, I think, my biggest focus for off season this year.
And lastly, discuss the anticipation of the team finally getting on the field and starting your season very soon.
Yeah, I think we're all just excited at this point because we know we've put in so much to this game this off season. We've worked so hard. We've put in so much for each other that at this point, in my mind, there's nothing that you could do to prepare that's better than what I did to prepare. And I know my teammates feel the same way, and so I think we've done everything that we possibly can. We worked out with the Navy SEALs on a Friday night. What college kid says that they're going to do that? So we've put in the time, we've put in the work, we've grown as a team, and I think that all of those things together, we've got something to show this year, and I'm really excited, and I know the team is too.